the papal bull that granted the authorization for European monarchs to invade, enslave, and rob Africa is called Dum Diversas, given in 1452 by Pope Nicholas V, so that the European monarchs could take over lands of Africa.
So what effects did it have?
Thank you so much. Now, the effect of that papal bull till today is this. When they eventually came to Africa.
Because that declaration had empowered them?
Yes.
Okay.
They came down to Africa and then imposed land expropriation decree in the Berlin Conference of 1885. So when they were leaving, they handed over that same land expropriation decree to the same people that were their assistants to continue where they stopped. And
is that papal bull still effective today?
Yes.
It subsists?
A papal bull stops to take effect when it is annulled. That is why I made a plea that the current Pope, Pope Leo XIV, should annul the papal bulls. So that was how they came here and then imposed the system of armed robbery that we have today. It means that whatever they see anywhere, any land that has what they want, government comes with guns to pursue you out of the land and then start taking it for the Europeans. And all we are expected to do is to fight for who becomes the caretaker of this system, like the security guard of this system. Like you see elections going on and then people fighting. Say, anybody preparing to contest, or even vote in further general elections without first of all abolishing that land expropriation decree is supporting armed robbery, because it is a system of armed robbery. That is why when I see some Catholic bishops that are pushing people to vote in this system, I say that they are making a very big mistake, because they are supporting armed robbery. In fact, the Catholic Church laid that foundation for the institutionalized racism, colonialism, and slave trade.
You're a Catholic yourself?
Yes, I am a Catholic. And for the record, I am a strong Catholic. This is not in any way an attack on the Catholic Church. No. In fact, it is an attempt to call the Catholic Church to take this opportunity to reestablish itself as the symbol of moral authority in a world called moral ambiguity and moral confusion.
You know,
the source of legitimacy in every government is consent of the people upon whom it will be enforced. We have never had consent of the people, because you can only get consent of the people from a legitimate national conference. And we have never had a legitimate national conference. Reverend Father Professor Anthony Akinwale said that Nigerians are a group of people who are held together at gunpoint. Any group that wants to live to decide their own destiny will be shot. The Europeans will send all the guns and logistics to kill them and make sure that they remain. So we don't have that, what we call sovereignty. Okay. No, the sovereignty comes from the consent of the people who agree to stay and live together as one.
So
that is the
sovereignty can never be sovereignty in the real sense, except that land expropriation law is annulled.
Yes.
I hope I'm right.
Yes. Nigeria was created to serve colonialists until we redefine the purpose of Nigeria, the purpose of our unity.
How can the people, Africans, Nigeria, take charge?
First of all, we need a restart national conference to replace the spirit of the Berlin Conference. I'm saying to even those who are contesting that by contesting, they are giving legitimacy to a system of armed robbery. Whether P2B, Atiku, Sowore, all of them, by contesting at all without condemning the system of armed robbery, the land expropriation law.
Are these people aware of this land expropriation law?
They may or may not be aware of the extent of bondage that this particular land expropriation law represents. The purpose of human life is to manifest divinity. And there are two dimensions of divinity. It is power and love. And human beings manifest this by their productivity and social responsibility. Power of God is manifested in the creation, in the mountains, thunder, waves, ocean, powerful things. Then his love is manifested in the harmony between these things, that one does not just wipe out the other. Now, human beings manifest this by using that creation to produce things that are good. Then they manifest social responsibility by using those things that are produced to support other human beings to grow and manifest their own too. Go to our website, restartniger.org. We put up a petition there for people to sign petition for that Restart National Conference. So when that petition gets to about 10 million signatures, we'll send it 1 to United Nations, 2 to African Union, and 3 to the National Assembly as notification, not permission, because it is the people who tell government what to do, not government telling people what to do in a democracy. Now, the second thing is Tour of Liberty, a 110 days drive throughout the 109 senatorial districts in Nigeria, to give every senatorial district 1 day for the communities in India to manifest their willingness and capacity to take ownership and demonstrate what they can produce and offer to the world. Then the next thing is intra-district conferences. The various communities within the different senatorial districts will meet and say, are we ready to take over ownership of our lands, and then fight to see what we can produce, a system we can produce, so that our children can inherit a system of productivity.
So Nigeria.
Two, the third one is the people who gathered at these senatorial districts will then choose a delegate they will send to the Restart National Conference. It is at that Restart National Conference that they will decide 3 major things. 1, that we will be united. 2, that everybody should own their lands. 3, that we have four-year cultural destiny contest. It's for the various people to demonstrate what they are able to produce and how they are able to use it to support themselves.
And so
I have made an appeal to Pope Leo XIV to annul that papal bull.
He has the power too.
Of course, he can annul it. And in fact, he is from America, and I'm thanking God, because America has been championing the Western domination ideology. Last Saturday, being 14th of February, Marco Rubio, representing Donald Trump, was praising colonialism and telling Europeans that they have to reinforce the domination that they already have. Now, being the first pope from America, I believe Pope Leo XIV has the power, and by the grace of God, I pray that he would annul those Dum Diversas and Romanus Pontifex, because when he annuls it, then it renders illegitimate all those claims and a lot of structures that they put in place. I'm still also making another plea to Catholic bishops, especially 5 major bishops: Bishop Lucius Ugoji, Ignatius Kaigama, Matthew Hassankuka, Alfred Adewale Martin, and John Onaikon. These 5 bishops, if they stand together to say that this system of armed robbery is ending, I tell you, it will inspire a lot of priests, Catholics, Christians. It will inspire everybody to come in. The bishops, if they sign that petition today, by tomorrow, I tell you, at least 5,000 Catholic priests will sign the petition. Before
they are
3
that
days,
influential.
yes, they are very influential. Before 1 week, I tell you that the petition will get up to 10 million. Also, there are some brave Pentecostal preachers like Chris Oyakilome, David Oyedepo, John Enenche, and then this Issa Elbuba. These guys are very influential, and when they study to understand the effect of this papal bull and then move ahead, because they are also part of Christianity. Christianity is one. So papal bull represented the whole of Christianity at the time it was given. The election in itself is an endorsement of colonialism.
Election.
Yes, the election.
Nigeria will spend close to $1 trillion.
Yeah, it is endorsement of armed robbery. In September 2022, some Catholic bishops in Abuja were saying that anybody that doesn't vote will not have any right to complain. But that was a very terrible mistake, because it's like telling people that if you don't vote for caretakers who will handle your stolen property, then you are responsible for it. That was a mistake. Instead of clearing the land expropriation law that came from the Papa Bull in itself. So that is the first thing before these other ones.
So
continue.
Papa Bull enslaves Africa.
It is the foundation,
Nigeria.
not just Africans here in Africa, even the racism that Africans are experiencing, blacks are experiencing in America. All this came from the same Papa Bull. That Papa Bull is, in fact, like I said, it laid the foundation for institutionalized racism, colonialism, poverty, and exploitation of Africans.
What happens if nothing is done?
Thank you.
For the next 200 years.
Now, will Catholic bishops stay silent? No, they cannot stay silent, because silence in the face of evil is a direct support for evil. It is a denial of truth. And the denial of truth is a denial of Christ. And the Catholic bishops know what this means in history. So they will not, Catholic bishops are not evil men, so that they begin the process of ending this Papa Bull.
You cannot end what you don't know exists in the first place.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's start this way. These ones, these bishops that you are even calling on,
yes,
are they aware?
I do not know the extent to which they are aware. But now that they know, in the church, there are three things that makes for the gravity of an error. One, it is an error. It is bad. Two, you know about it. Three, you willingly commit to it. Now that Catholic bishops will know about it, even if they have not been studying it before, now that they will know about it, I am praying that they come out in full force. Because what will be known about them, what will be written or even on their tombstones, I continue to pray that it will be written that they challenged and resisted this system of armed robbery instead of surrendering their minds and their intellects and their will to it. Because it will be an error for Catholic bishops not to speak to the system of armed robbery, but to be speaking for it.
Hello, good morning.